Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityaṁ bhāgavata-sevayā Bhagavati uttamashloke Bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. Durlabhamanasho deho dehinam shanabhangure Tatrapi durlabham manye Vaikuntha priyadarshina. Guruve gaurachandraya Radhikaya tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Aradhayo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam. Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Valkalpita. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu Matamidam Tatradharana Paraha. Paramananda Pathaya Premavarshi Aksharayate Sarvada Sarvasevyaya Śrī Krishnaya Namostute. O Srimad-Bhāgavatam, I offer respectful obeisance unto you. By reading you, one attains transcendental bliss, for your syllables rain pure love of God upon the reader. You are always to be served by everyone, for you are the incarnation of Lord Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear worshipable devotees, thank you so much for joining. We are reading Granth Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto number 10, chapter number 9, entitled Mother Yashoda binds Lord Krishna. And we have covered till text number 12 in our last class, which was over a week back. So today we will move forward and start from text number 13. Just to give a brief background for those, just for our quick review. Krishna broke the butter pot, started to run, started to feed to the monkeys when Mata came, caught him red-handed stealing butter, feeding to the monkeys. Then he began to run. And then finally Mata Yashoda catches Krishna. That's the text 11. And then finally, when Krishna was caught, he was very, very fearful or afraid. And we discussed this point last time, that when a person who has done a crime acknowledges that yes, I have done a crime, then the punishment is less harsh. So that's exactly what happened in text number 12. And then Mata gives up the stick. Her intent was not to beat Krishna. Her intent was to teach Krishna. Her intent was to, out of love and devotional service. She was not overpowered by anger, but rather she was overpowered by love. Number 12. Today from Can you still hear me? Because of some weather, my network is not very good today.
It's clear, Prabhuji.
Okay, great. Thank you, bro. Na chantar na bahiryasya na purvam na picha param purva param bahischantar jagato yo jagatchayah tam matva majam avyaktam martyalingam adhokshajam gopiko gopiko ul Gopik ulukhala damna babandha prakritim yatha. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has no beginning and no end, no exterior and no interior, no front and no rear. In other words, he is all-pervading. Because he is not under the influence of the elements of time, for him there is no difference between past, present, and future. He exists in his own transcendental form at all times, because being absolute, beyond relativity, he is free from distinctions between cause and effect, although he is the cause and effect of everything. Very sweet line. He is free from the distinctions between cause and effect, although he is the cause of everything, cause and effect of everything. The unmanifested person who is beyond the perception of the senses and had now appeared as a human child, and Mother Yashoda, considering him her ordinary child, bound him to the wooden mortar with a rope. Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita 10.12, Krishna is described as the Supreme Brahman. Param Brahma Param Dhama. The word Brahma means the greatest. Krishna is the greatest, then Krishna is greater than the greatest. Greater than the greatest. Being unlimited and all-pervading. How can it be possible for all-pervading to be measured or bound? Then again, Krishna is the time factor. Therefore, he is the all-pervading not only in space, but also in time. We have measurements of time, but although we are limited by past, present, and future, for Krishna these do not exist. Every individual person can be measured, but Krishna has already shown that although he also is an individual, the entire cosmic manifestation is within his mouth. All these points considered, Krishna cannot be measured. How then Yashoda want to measure him and bind him? We must conclude that this took place simply on the platform of pure transcendental love. This was the only cause. Advaitamachyutamanadimanantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayauvanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabhamadurlabhamatma Bhaktau Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma Samhita 533. Everything is one because Krishna is the supreme cause of everything. Krishna cannot be measured or calculated by Vedic knowledge. Vedeshu Durlabham. He is available only to the devotees. Adurlabham Atma Bhaktau. Devotees can handle him because they act on the basis of loving service. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha. The mother Yashoda wanted to bind him, Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, very, very sweet verse again. This whole 10th canto is very sweet, especially in the 10th canto, the pastime, the baby form of Krishna and the Natkhat Gopal, the sweet, wonderful, naughty baby Krishna's pastimes are very, very sweet. So, in this verse, we see about the Lord is unlimited. In the Nourishing Arti, we see that in the Ishopanishad, there are so many verses. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Virat Rupa, there are so many verses talk about the, even in the, as Prabhupada mentions here, in the, when he opened his mouth, the entire universe two times was shown, when in the Mridabhakshan Leela, and in the one time even before that also, we read those pastime. How everything is in him. He has no end, no beginning. Na cha antar na bahiryasya na purvam na pi chaparam. Ito narshinga parato yarshinga yato yato yami tato narshinga bahir narshinga hridaye. He is inside, he is outside. Right? When Prahlad was asked, where is your Lord? Where is the one who gives you the? He said, everywhere. He's in the pillar. Yes, of course, he's in the pillar. So he's everywhere. All we need is the eyes to see. And how? What kind of eyes? Premanja churita bhakti vilochanina. The eyes tinged with the mascara of loving devotional service or bhakti yoga. Then we can see Krishna everywhere. Those who do not have that eyes, those whose eyes are avajananti mam muda. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, when I take a human form, the mudas, the fools, the rascals, because of their envy, like the Duryodhana mentality, Ravana mentality, Dhritarashtra mentality, they are not able to see Krishna even when he comes in front of their face. Like when Krishna comes as peace messenger before the war, Duryodhana tried to make an attempt to bind Krishna. Duryodhana made an attempt to bind Krishna. So sweet, you're talking about the Bandhan Leela. But he could not bind Krishna. He gave the orders to his ministers and security, soldiers. Hey, tie this Krishna. And then Krishna showed the Virat Rupa there. No one can bind Krishna unless Krishna chooses to be bound. And when does he choose to be bound? When he sees the love. Bhakti, bhaktya mam abhijanati. Not by scholarship. Vedeshu durlabham. Vedeshu. By Vedic knowledge, scholarship, austerity. Oh, I know Bhakti, I'm Bhakti Shastri. Oh, I do this. Oh, I have distributed a lot of books. Oh, I have given a lot of donation. Oh, I have cooked 100 meals for you. Or all these are not of course, done with the right mood, that's Bhakti. But just by merely doing that without Bhakti is not going to help. So the point is, as Prabhupada mentions here, we must conclude that this took place simply on the platform of pure devotional, pure transcendental love. So sweet. Pure transcendental love. That was the only cause. This is the only cause. So Krishna is beyond time, beyond space. We have in this past, present, future, all this. He's above all this. Prabhupada mentioned the translation, like everything is a cause and effect. Like, okay, my parents are the remote cause of my existence. Their parents are the cause of their existence. Like that, their parent, blah, 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 blah. Like I have a pen, some plastic, some metal, some company is the cause to make it happen. And then who made that company? Some people made that company and blah. But ultimately, if we go back to the source, everything comes from God, which is Krishna. But then one may say, what is the source of him? Then this line comes. he, what was this line? He is the cause, although he is the cause and effect of everything. He is free from the distinction between cause and effect. That means he is the cause of everything. That's a definition. He is the original, the primeval. Adi Purusham. Adi is the original. As Prabhupada is quoting this one, Govindam Adi Purusham. And this Adhokshaja word is also used. Very nice, Prabhupada is translating. Adhokshaja means he's beyond the perception of senses. In the Hindi Varnamala, A is the first word and Gya is the last. So that means he's beyond A and Gya. Adhokshaja. He cannot be put into words. He cannot be perceived by eyes or mundane eyes. People say, show me God. People say, hey, can you feel God? Hey, can you touch God? If you can't see God, if you can't hear God, then there is no God. Many people, so-called rationalists, say like that. We should ask them, hey, have you seen electron? How many have seen electron? How many have seen, like, even this Jupiter exists, right? We all believe. Have we gone there? Have we seen electron? Have we seen Jupiter? Have we seen Pluto? We all believe that it exists. Why? We have faith. We have faith in the science which keeps changing, but we need to put a lot more faith in the Adhokshaja, in the words of Guru Sadhu Shastra, which do not change. They are Apurusham. So now here the Mata Yashoda is trying to bind Krishna with the rope. Gopi Olu Khale Damna. Damna means by a rope. Damna. Babandha. Bandha means to bind or bound. Prakritim Yatha, as done to a common human child. So let's see what happens further. Any thoughts in this verse? Anyone has, before we move to text 15?
Usually the knowledge and bhakti, both are interdependent, right? Like I had a small bhakti, started reading Bhagavatam with the association, and that knowledge was helping to grow the bhakti further. And as the bhakti further grows, we want to learn more about Krishna. Both goes parallel. Most of the cases, not like who are already Nitya Purush, Nitya Siddha.
Right. I think we discussed this in the last one also. Here, when we say, Jnanis, we are referring to the people who are, speculators. Okay, I'll figure out on my own. They don't believe in the descending process of knowledge. Studying Bhagavad Gita is not, or studying under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master like Srila Prabhupada, studying Bhaktivedanta purports is not under the category of Jnana Yoga. It's pure Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga includes, of course, studying scriptures is an essential limb. Out of the 5 limbs, Bhagavad Shravan means studying in one way, right? To studying or reading Prabhupada's books, studying Prabhupada's books. It's not that we are accumulating knowledge. Yes, we may, but the essential idea is to improve our devotional service, improve our bhakti. The idea is not to just memorize verses to memorize verses. to prove I know verses or to get some information. The idea is transformation of heart. And that is why this is called Bhakti Yoga. But in the Jnanis, their main goal is, as we discuss, knowledge. Gyan, Tarka, Vitarka. Oh, I know more verses. Oh, no, I can counter argue, counter argue, dun. You know, the idea is what is the essential? What is the essence of all this? Vedeshcha sarver ahameva vedya vedanta krid veda videv chaham. The essence of all the Vedas is to know Krishna. That is bhakti. And anything which helps it with to get to that point is also bhakti yoga. It's not just knowledge or jnanis. Vasudeva bhagavati bhakti yoga prayojita janayati ashu vairagyam jnanam cha yat ahet to come. When one renders bhakti, knowledge and vairagya, jnana and vairagya are the byproducts which naturally come. Like Dhruva's case, we see 5-year-old. And we see in the life of devotees also. There are devotees. I share one example. He gives excellent classes in Hindi. He never learned Hindi in his school or right, or there's so many, even so many Western disciples of Srila Prabhupada, like His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, speaks fluent Bengali. I mean, he was not born in Bengal or Bangladesh or any that region. That speaks so fluently. Why? Because of pure bhakti. There's so many other, white-bodied devotees who are born in Western countries. They speak perfect Hindi. They're preaching in Hindi language in India, like His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, and many others also. So, multiple such examples are there. Does that help, Prabhu?
Yes, well, definitely. Thank you for reminding. Even like when I'm telling about the Jabal Maharaj, the bhajan he wrote that Jodi Prabhupada na hoito, I cannot believe that a non-Bengali written so nice, so melodious, and so rhymes so nicely, like it is unbelievable that a person not born in Bengal, but what a beautiful bhajan.
So true. Amazing. Thank you. Yes, you can read the next verse.
All the devotees, Dhamma Pranam, all goes to Srila Prabhupada. Text 15. Tadhama baddha manasya sarvakasya kritaghasya di anghulanam obhutena sandha anascha gopika. Translation purport: His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: When Mother Yashoda was trying to bind the offending child, she saw that the binding rope was short by distance the width of 2 fingers. Thus she brought another rope to join to it. Purport: Here is the first chapter in Krishna's exhibition of unlimited potency to Mother Yashoda when she tried to bind him. The rope was too short. The Lord had already shown his unlimited potency by killing Putana, Shaktasura, and Trinavarta. Now Krishna exhibited another vibhuti, or display of potency, to Mother Yashoda. Unless I agree, Krishna desired to show, you cannot bind me. Thus, although Mother Yashoda, in her attempt to bind Krishna, added one rope after another, ultimately she was a failure. When Krishna agreed, however, she was successful. In other words, one must be in transcendental love with Krishna, but that doesn't mean that one can control Krishna. When Krishna is satisfied with one's devotional service, he does everything himself. Shavana mukhe hi jibba do swayam eva sfurta adho. He reveals more and more to the devotee as the devotee advances in service. Jiva Dhau. This service begins with the tongue, with chanting, and with taking the prasad of Krishna. Ato Shri Krishna Namadi na bharat grajham indriya shavana mukhi jiva dhau swayam eva spurti adha. Very nice translation and very beautiful purport by Prabhupada. So Mata Dasha trying to bind the naughty Krishna, but the rope was short and too weak. But due to the love of Mother Yashoda, Krishna surrendered to Mother. That is the transcendental love. But Krishna is never can be bound, even by love, if he doesn't want. But he always does to his devotees, though. And to develop our devotional service, it starts with our chanting, which is always important as a devotee to do nicely, and then all other devotional service will come or follow gradually. Back to Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Who is this devotee? Indukuri Mataji, or what's your good name? Where are you joining from?
Hi, I'm Indukuri Raju from Vizag, Andhra. Joined USF very recently.
Welcome. So
Thank
now
you.
you're living in Tampa?
Exactly. I was I was here on 31st of July. With all my housing struggles, I'm slowly settling down. Still, every day is a new day here. So Mr. Gandhi told me that, yeah, our group is there. You can join us today. He sent me the link. That's how I'm here. Glad to meet you all. Hare Krishna.
We are so glad to meet you. And Gandhi was very nice devotee. He connected you. So I hope you are okay, and so just as soon as you came in to now get ready for the hurricane.
Yeah. So like Lord Krishna, my struggles, my living in US started with struggles only. My initial days. I wish I become stronger and stronger in the coming months and years.
But you made the right choice, that you're hearing about Lord Hari, so
Yeah.
hurricane will get easier.
No, I'm ready for everything and anything.
Don't worry, it will be okay. This will soon pass away, right?
Yeah, it's part of life cycle.
Exactly. So, but yeah, if you need any help, Gandhiji is there, and we all are there to assist you in if you need any help. And
yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
But thank you. Let's welcome Indukuri by 3 times, loudly chanting Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
So Prabhuji, you can also check with the ESF Bhakti Yoga Club. Probably you know if you need any help.
Okay.
Yeah, there are classes on campus also. One of our very senior devotee comes every week. Not this week because this is a special week, as you know. But other than that, he comes every week. And Gandhiji, please, you can share his number. And
yeah, every Friday.
Also, can you add him into your group?
Yeah. Please share his number.
I'll do that. Okay.
To the ISKCON Tampa and the Bhakti Yoga group.
Sure. Thank you.
And Rakesh Prabhu and Gandhi Prabhu has also joined after a long time. Let's say
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Bol
Prabhu.
to them also. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Thank you for your association. So we are reading this verse, text 15, Vipul Prabhu just read. Let's go a little bit more into this verse. We cannot demand, hey Krishna, I'm doing bhakti, come in front of me. We cannot demand. A devotee cannot demand. Rather, that does not make us give us a sense of entitlement. Oh, I'm doing bhakti for 10 years. That's why I'm special, right? It does not work like that. Or I'm doing for 50 years. It does not work like that. How does it work? Prabhupada gives the answer. He reveals more and more to the devotee as the devotee advances in service. So sweet. Don't try to see Krishna, try to serve Krishna so Krishna wants to see you. One of my teachers used to say, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे कि बदा तेरी रजा क्या है. That we have to strengthen ourselves. We have to grow in bhakti. We have to improve the quality of our spiritual life, our reading, our hearing, our chanting, our service, etc., etc., our relationship with devotees, our association with devotees. Then naturally, Krishna will reveal himself more and more. Can anyone quote a verse which fits very nicely in here? As the devotee progresses in service more and more, Krishna will reveal more and more.
Tasham Shodajuktanam, Bhosajnam Pidipurvakam, Datami Buddhi Jugantam, Janamam Apantite.
Very nice verse. Very nice verse. Those who are engaged in bhakti continuously, he gives the right knowledge with which the devotee can approach him. Very nice. Another verse which was coming to my mind was in this connection. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tateva bhajami ham mam vartamana anuvartante manushya partha sarvashah. As we approach him, he will reciprocate accordingly. If we are lukewarm and we expect Krishna to show us a divine form, that will not work, right? So if we intensify our sadhana, our seva, our sadachar, these are the limbs: sadhana, sadachar, seva, swadhyaya, sadhana. These 5 S, very, very important. Sadhana, sadachar, seva, swadhyaya, sambandha. Very, very important limbs of. Then Krishna will choose. The devotee will advance more and more. And how does it begin? From the tongue. Tongue. What are the main functions of the tongue? Rakesh Prabhu, can you elaborate? Bhakti begins with tongue. What do you get from this?
Chanting and kirtana.
Chanting, kirtana, very nice. So chanting the holy names, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
And
This is
spreading
the most.
and spreading Krishna consciousness, the preaching.
And preaching, yes, kirtanam, doing individually, collectively, sharing about Krishna, reading books, etc. Tongue is required, right? We are speaking, we're talking about Krishna. Bodhayanta parasparam. And there's one more function of tongue besides speaking.
Eating prasad.
Honoring prasad.
Honoring prasad. Yes, we use the word honoring prasad. We honor prasad. It's a mercy of Krishna. We don't eat like a glutton. We honor prasad. That it is the mercy of Krishna. Prasad means mercy. And then Krishna is revealed. based on the sincerity of the devotee. When Krishna is satisfied with, again, beautiful line again from the purport. When Krishna is satisfied with one's devotional service, he does everything himself. That means he will reveal himself. Bhakti is not a product to purchase in the market. Oh, I need 5 kilograms of rice, or 5 pounds of rice, go in the market, pay whatever amount and get. It's not like that. Bhakti is passed on. Bhakti cannot be purchased. Bhakti cannot be demanded. It is passed on, it is given. Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomara shakati ache. Vaishnavas give this. Guru gives this. Guru Krishna prasada pai bhakti data. So, based on one's sincerity. When Krishna agreed, Mata Yashoda was doing lot of attempt. But Krishna is saying, as Prabhupada is mentioning here, Mata did lot of attempt, right? Unless I agree, Krishna decided to show you cannot bind me. Unless Krishna agrees. So initially, Krishna did not agree. Why? Krishna wanted to exhibit his vibhuti. It's not that he was growing in size. It's not that his belly was growing in size. Here the point, the word used is dvai angulam, angulonam, anguli, angul means unguli, finger. Dva means 2. So 2 fingers. So the rope, the binding rope, tad dama, dama means rope, bandhyamanasya, what she was trying to use to bind Krishna was 2 fingers short, dva angula. And what she did? She joined. She joined sandhade. She joined tena sandhade anyacha. So she joined more ropes to that, right? That shows that she endeavored. She really wanted to bind Krishna. It's not that, okay, chalo, I tried, nahi hua, chalo, leave it, right? Grapes are sour. You know all that story? Grapes are sour. Angur khatte. You all know that story? Okay, I'll tell a story. So one time, there was a nice grape tree. And then there were bunches of grapes, hanging. Let's assume these are bunches of grapes hanging from this tree, grape tree. And there was a fox, Lomari. So the fox was there. My drawing is very bad, especially with the free hand. Looks like a pig, but anyways, you get it. So the fox was roaming around and wanted to get to the grapes. And generally people like sweet grapes, right? So the fox thought, let me get these sweet grapes. So jumped once, couldn't get. Jumped twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Tried like, okay, let me try this side. Maybe I'll get here. The fox was not, could not get that. And finally, what happened? He said, okay, I'll change my mind. These are sour grapes. I don't like them. These are not sweet grapes. Just leave them. Angur khatte. Grapes are sour. So basically, she gave an excuse to stop endeavoring. Right? So in bhakti, we should not give excuse to stop endeavoring. It's a nice lesson. Sometimes things would be challenging. Oh, I tried, no one came. See, maine to kaam kar diya. I tried to host program, but only 2 people came. I was hoping 20 will come. The next time I'll not host. Or maybe I tried to do something. I didn't get that much success, which I thought I would get. Or I tried to chant, my mind was running here and there, so I just gave up, right? Or I tried to cook for Krishna, but somehow it turned out to be a disaster. I never tried it. This is a lesson that we have to keep trying. Krishna will not give it so easily unless he agrees. And everything in bhakti, whether one is a good cook, whether one is a good book distributor, one is a good kirtan, anything, it's not just a matter of skill. It's a matter of bhakti. And how that comes when we sincerely try. Anything in life, whether it's cooking, whether it's singing, whether it's anything, comes with practice. And so much more it is true for spiritual life, because in spiritual life it's not just about the skill, but it's all about bhakti. And Krishna reveals, as we see, more and more to the devotee as the devotee advances more and more. And what is meant by more and more advancement is more and more genuine endeavor. Mata Yashoda did not give up. Mata Yashoda did not say grapes are sour, leave it. इतना try कर लिया, इतनी ropes पे ropes बांध लिया, always 2 fingers short, always 2 fingers short. What is this going on? The child is the same, his body is the same, his belly is the same, tree is the same, ukhala is the same, ropes are bigger. Like, I mean, just think about it, You're trying to get to a point from, let's say, I'm going to Sushilpa Matadi's home for a program. And I see, okay, I start driving and I see 20 minutes. The home is 20 minutes away. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, I've covered most of the distance. Now only 20 minutes is left. Okay, I keep driving in the right direction, and then 20 minutes pass and it still says 20 minutes away, right? And I keep driving for 30 more minutes, it still says 20 minutes away. And I keep driving and it still says 20 minutes. Like, what is this going on? So logically, it does not make sense. Therefore, one devotee was mentioning that in 10th canto, we should relish 10th canto, not try to put so much logic. If you were to go by the logic, we have already, understood that we cannot understand Krishna through logic. Tarka vitarka. Vedeshu is adurlabham. And that's what the jnanis, they cannot reach Krishna by tarka, by logic. But the point, the main lesson, the very essential lesson is to not give up endeavor in spite of challenges. In bhakti, challenges will come, mind will run, things will come, unplanned things will come, so-called failures will come, but failure is a failure when we stop endeavoring. But failure is not a failure when we try with more enthusiasm, like Mata Yashoda is doing. She did not fail in her endeavor to bind Krishna. This is the real failure as a stepping stone. Mata Yashoda. She was more determined. She was more, let me bind, let me. Today I am determined to bind. Utsaha, Nishcha, Dharya, everything. She is focused, she is determined, she is really wants to bind Krishna. And then, seeing that, when Krishna agreed, she was successful. As Prabhupada writes here. And why will Krishna agree? Because bhakti. You'll see that my devotee has sufficiently tried, is really wants. So therefore, in bhakti, in determination, is a great lesson that not settle down for cheap things. Krishna may sometimes give something cheap, okay, like name, fame, material gain, etc. These are not the real goal we are hankering for. Some people say, oh, I have some challenges, maybe I lost a dear one, maybe things are not going the way and let me do something, mala, and they may come to bhakti that way, and they may start bhakti that way. And then many people we have seen, then things may be fine after a few weeks or months in their life, and then they stop practicing Krishna consciousness. That's quite unfortunate, but it does happen in many cases. In some cases I've seen. So we should not settle for anything less than pure bhakti. This is why we are here. This is why Prabhupada has opened up ISKCON, to make pure devotees. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, na kavitam, va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmanishware bhavatad bhaktir ahetuki tvai. I am not looking for dhana, wealth, followers, jana, sundari, the pleasure of opposite sex, kavitam va jagadisha, name, fame, adoration, followers. I'm not looking for all that. What I'm looking for? Pure bhakti, birth after birth. This is Lord Chaitanya himself saying this in text 4 of Chaitanya Shishashtakam. So this is what we should aspire for and not settle for anything less. Like Chataka bird, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj has a beautiful class on this, determination like a Chataka bird. Chataka bird, keeps going for the fresh raindrop and does not settle for any so-called impure water. The determination story comes also when the bird, one time the ocean stole the eggs of a bird, and the bird was determined. The bird got to know that the ocean has stolen the eggs, and then the bird went to the ocean, hey, ocean, you have stolen my eggs, please return those back. Otherwise, the ocean said, what if I don't return? What will you do? Right? And bird said, I will dry you up. I will take water in my beak and dry you. And the ocean said, ha 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 ha, what a big joke. It's a joke of the century, right? You tiny bird, zillions of you put together cannot do anything. And then the ocean just mocked upon the bird. But the bird was very determined. And the bird started. The bird, executed what he said, that I will dry you up. So she took some water, whatever she could fit in the beak, tiny beak, maybe a few drops, and then went and threw them away. Again came, picked a few drops and went and threw them. Again came. Like that, she was trying, endeavor, utsa, nishchaya, dharya, tat karma pravartana, sangatyago sato vritti, shadvir bhakti prasidhyati. This is a very, very important verse, nectar of instruction. Did anyone read that? In the 4 days I requested. Did anyone read?
I heard this story, some other devotee.
Nice. Maybe you can read when you get chance, but this is very nice. It comes in Bhagavad Gita also. Prabhupada shared this multiple places. But the point is, so the bird was very, very determined and kept going back and forth, because there was a higher purpose to get her eggs back. And then Garuda came, seeing. So there's a beautiful lesson here also, right? When Krishna is satisfied with one's devotional service, he does everything himself, right? It kind of fits in that story. When Krishna, or pure devotee, right? Because pure devotee is a true messenger of Krishna. When pure devotee sees, then when Guru sees the disciple is really, churning hard, trying hard, then the Guru will shower mercy. Like Ramanujacharya went 18 times to ask for one mantra to his spiritual master. 18 times, imagine. And it's not that he took a flight. He used to walk almost like 200 miles back and forth. 18 times he went. Seeing the endeavor, like if we go even 18-minute drive to someone, to senior devotee, hey Prabhuji, please explain. And they said, no, I'm busy. No, I don't have time for you. We'll say, aaj ke baad aaunga iske. Right? I spent 18 minutes of my time to get there, and how he treated me? Like trash, right? Of course, again, but the point is, this is, to humble us. We can learn, we can take inspiration. What must be in the Ramanujacharya's mind? He could have, he was a pure devotee himself, but he's showing by the example determination, enthusiasm. We shall overcome. To not give up, not give up, not give up. Challenges will come. Someone may say something which we may not like. Someone may hurt our emotions. Things like that will come. Those we should consider as tests in the path of bhakti, or challenges will come. In Vrindavan, so many challenges came, so many demons came. We will be celebrating Govardhan Purnima Puja next month. Think about Vrajavasi, on the request of Krishna, stopped Indra Puja, right? And Indra started showering real, torrential rain. They would have every reason. Hey Krishna, it's because of you. We are in trouble. No, they never blamed like that, because Krishna is the life and soul. The point is that endeavor, always keeping Krishna as the center. Challenges may come, but keep going. We will fail. I was sharing in the kids class that when we make a goal, it's not that if let's say we make a goal to get up in the morning, and then one day we fail to get up. It's not that it's a failure. It's okay. We learn some lesson, we realize it, we introspect and try to bounce back. We fail once, twice, and we'll keep trying. And try to analyze, why am I missing? And it only helps us to, so seeing that, back to bird's story, Garuda came, and Garuda said, hey, ocean, kindly return the eggs back, otherwise I will really dry you up right now. Ocean said, please forgive me, here are the eggs. So, seeing the determination of Mata Yashoda, seeing the enthusiasm, seeing the hard work, seeing the devotional service, seeing the love, Krishna is bound. Krishna is caught. Swayameva Spurti Adaha. Swayameva Spurti Adaha. Krishna is revealed. Swayam. Krishna is revealed. Krishna is based on the spiritual advancement, based on how much bhakti is one is rendering sincerely. Okay, let's take some thoughts. I've been speaking a long time, sorry. Any thoughts, comments, reflections, questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. The bird story that you said for flying in, for trying. Similarly, it just got into my mind. The squirrel who helped build the bridge for Rama. And so it also was just striking.
Yes, it's a beautiful story as well. Also shows the same principle, to try one's best, right? To try one's best, whether it's 2 grains of sand or whether it's 2 tons of mountains like Hanuman. So to try one's very best. Both were very dear to Lord Ram. Thank you for sharing that nice example. Anyone else has any thoughts? Indu Kuriji, how was your first day feeling, thoughts? Is it all, are you able to relate, or any comments you have for us?
This is my first day. I just thought of getting known to you and knowing about yourself. So it's very, I'm very naive to this discussions, to be frank. So it's just as a beginning for me.
Sure. Yes, we are all in this journey, trying to help each other. So, but we are very grateful.
And telling about myself, I'm a professor in India. I'm also a yoga trainer. I present Bhagavad Gita to all my students and patients who have come to me. And I always tell them that Bhagavad Gita is beyond a religious text or something. It is a source of knowledge for you to transform or to become stronger. Till now, I had been doing that way.
This is excellent. Lord Krishna must be very pleased with you, because he says that anyone who shares this message with others of Gita is very dear to Lord Krishna.
Yeah. And I was sharing with Mr. Gandhi also, whenever my student gets an offer letter or employment letter, I present them with a Bhagavad Gita and take a pic of the and motivate them.
This is excellent. So you have come here for study or work, or
I'm actually here. I thought of doing a tenure job here, but later on I thought of doing a research work on J1 visa. And later on I made my mind, and now right now I'm here on F1 visa, student visa. I'm here on PhD funded program. The university will be paying me.
Okay.
Then later on I want to get into proper teaching structure in universities of USA in finance.
Oh, interesting. And is your family also here?
No, I have my kids there. My two daughters, they're locked up with education there. Maybe they'll be visiting.
Okay.
By 3-4 years, I'll be alone. That's the plan, actually.
Welcome to Tampa. Welcome to US. If you need any kind of help, please let us know.
Sure. Thank you.
Gandhi ji has come.
No, I'm saying like he'll get more time to associate with you, Prabhu. That's what I was about to say. He's no family, right? He has more time to associate.
Yes. Yes, we need your association as well. You have been hiding. Where were you?
I'll try, Prabhu. Sorry for that.
Please try. Your office is quite big. Nice.
This one, no, you are talking about this one. I was thinking like my chase office. I said like, how do you know about that?
Good. Yeah, please come. You are in New Tampa, right?
I'm in New Tampa.
New Tampa. In the New Tampa Bhakti Vriksha group, you're there?
No. Only I came to a couple of times to Sudhir Prabhu's house. I never went to any New Tampa locations.
Will add Prabhuji.
We'll add. Rakesh Prabhu, please add. So there's a group in New Tampa also, because sometimes, because it could be far, like Sudhir Prabhu's home or Vipul Prabhu's home. So there is like 2 parallel programs go on sometimes. So you don't have to travel a lot. Like last week there was a program. Last week means Saturday was a program at Sushilpa Mataji's home, sometime at Bhaswati Mataji, sometime at other devotees. So, and now Kartik month is coming, as you know, it's a very important month. There'll be more of such programs. So yeah, let's meet. And this Monday is a very special program. Does Monday evening work for you? Monday evening downtown, there's a very nice program.
Coming Monday, no, I'll be out of state.
Office means like it's like 6 p.m. after office. Like if it works.
No, out of station. I'll be.
Oh, out of state. Okay, out of station. Sure, Prabhu. I think this is good, but we are happy to see you, and it's nice you connected in the Guruji, and we'll be in touch. Okay, so we will pause here for today and continue tomorrow. And please stay safe with the hurricane preparation and whatever needful needs to be done. Please, I'm hoping that we all will be safe and continue to chant about Lord Hari.
You back to Punta Goda, Prabhuji?
Yes, I'm back to Punta Goda. Back.
Are you closer to water, Prabhu? Do you have any vacation process? Anything?
I think I'm like this whole southwest, south is the whole belt is kind of close to water. So similar.
Right, similar to right.
Similar Tampa, Sarasota, all these areas are touching the coast. So okay, Grantraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhyai vacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo pranamah. Hare Kṛṣṇa, thank you so much. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.